The Afghan Commandos have been described as being among the best in the world. The compliment came from Anders Fogh Rasmussen, who's on his 5th visit to Afghanistan as NATO's Secretary General. At a training camp in Kabul, he got to see commandos in action. Many questions have been raised recently about whether Afghans will be ready to secure their country come 2014 when foreign troops leave. NATO's boss remains confident things are on track.
The Afghan security forces are more and more capable. They participate in all ISAF special operations. They have the lead in 40% of all our operations. So I'm quite optimistic that we can fulfill that roadmap.
By November this year, the numbers of Afghan police and army should reach 352,000. There have been talks about reducing that number to 230,000 post-2014. NATO's Secretary General says no decision has been made yet, but they're considering what would be the long-term sustainable size for the force. Currently, the Afghan security forces cost around $6 billion a year, mostly paid by the Americans. The US wants to significantly reduce that figure. Anders Fogh Rasmussen believes the Afghan security forces will get the funding they need.
The whole international community has already committed itself to financing the Afghan security forces, also beyond 2014, when the Afghans have taken full responsibility for security. Of course, NATO allies and ISAF partners will take on their fair share of the total bill, because it's good to give defense of Afghanistan an Afghan face by handing over responsibility for security to the Afghans, and economically it is indeed less expensive to finance Afghan security forces than to deploy international troops.
On display here, new weapons, night vision goggles, mortars and rocket-propelled grenade launchers. Not having enough kit is something Afghan security forces have complained about in the past. The issue's not worrying the Afghan Army's Chief of Staff, who's pretty optimistic about the future.
You see, I am fully confident that the equipment will come to start with. This is a plan, and based on the plan, we will have all the equipments for the ANA and for the Special Forces. Secondly, we are trained and we are ready to take over. The transition of Tranche 1 and Tranche 2 is the witness to what I am saying, and we are planning for the Tranche 3, and by 2014 I am fully confident that we'll be taking over the responsibility and will be leading the responsibility in all the country, in all the provinces.
While the size and the cost of the Afghan security forces is likely to be reduced, NATO's Secretary General made clear to the commandos today, whatever the decision, NATO will make sure Afghans have the means capable to continue securing their country.
I am ready, and my soldier is ready. Our Afghan people is ready. We can handle that. That's nothing. Just like couple people, couple insurgents, they're fighting against us. They're using civilian uniform. They're hiding behind the civilians. Commandos the best, and they can handle that. We can find them and kill them where they are.
Mel Preen in Afghanistan for the NATO channel.